Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Mauh. I am taking you along a journey for a new moon ritual. So I was just looking up when the new moon is because today is January 11, 2021. So I know the new moon is either tomorrow or on the 13th. So it could be January 12 or January 13. So this is just a video to encourage those of you who are perhaps wanting to do a new moon ritual or wanting to, maybe you're a beginner witch and you're wanting to understand how you can approach the new moon and what kind of ritual you can do for the new moon. So it's 10:32 p.m. So I'm sorry if it's dark. This video is dark, but I'm going to take you on a journey with me for this new moon ritual to kind of find out how to look up what the new moon is about, how to find out what you can do for a new moon, and how to approach creating a ritual for yourself for a new moon. So let's go ahead and start looking up what to do. So what I know is that a new moon is a time to it's like a time for reflection on yourself. And for me, I would reflect on myself, and it's a time to release things that you don't want in your life anymore, or things that you don't appreciate about yourself. It's a time to reflect on yourself and think about the things that maybe you don't really appreciate about yourself, or things that you feel like they're not helping you out in life. And not only can you release those things, but you can also plant new seeds of intention. So I have my book of shadows here. It's just a book that I write down magical things in, and anybody can just take a book, whatever kind of notebook you have, and create yourself a book of shadows, which is basically just like a journal, but like for magic purposes. You can put your spells in here, you can put your rituals in here, you can just put tarot readings that you do for yourself, you can put dreams that you've had that you think are, speaking a message to you. I'm a new witch, and it's only been not even a year since I've been calling myself a witch. And you don't have to be a witch to celebrate any kind of moon cycle or moon state, like whether it's a full moon or a new moon, or a waning moon or a waxing moon, or whatever the case may be. You don't have to be a witch to appreciate the moon and to work with the power of the moon. You can just be a regular person who wants to do a ritual to celebrate the fact that it's a new moon. And the moon phases are a good time to take into account the things that the moon, the phase of the moon represents. So like I said, with the new moon, it's about releasing things that don't serve you, letting them go with the darkness of the moon, and planting new seeds. Like when you plant a seed in the earth, they're in the darkness. So starting with the dark moon, also known as the new moon, when the moon is completely black and there's no light shining across the surface of the moon, that's what you call either a new moon or a dark moon. And so the new moon, I looked up new moon. Here, I'm going to do it now. So new moon, January 2021. So this is saying that the new moon is on January 13th at 12:02 a.m. So, but let's see, how long does a new moon last? How long does a new moon last? The moon has phases because it orbits the earth, which causes the portion we see illuminated to change. How does it, oh my gosh. So let's see what NASA says. How long does each phase of the moon last? Oh my gosh, they give me a super long. So a good way to find out how long the new moon lasts is to look at the moon app. So right now, January 11, 2021, there is a moon app that you can put on your phone and it will tell you the phases of the moon by day. It's called the Moon. It's just an app that you can find in the App Store and it's free unless you want to get the premium version. So right now it says January 11, 2021, it's a new moon at 1.4%. And tomorrow, January 12, you can go ahead. It's a new moon at 0.0%. So let's see, January 13. January 13, if I go ahead, it says it's a new moon at 1.1%. So according to this app, the new moon is January 12 because it's illuminated at 0.0%. If I go back, it says January 12 illuminated at 0.0%. So it says January, sorry, my phone is cracked. January 12, 2021, new moon at 0.0%. You see here? So that means that we can celebrate the new moon tomorrow. And it also means that because it says the January 11, 2021, it says the moon is a new moon down here, illuminated at 1.4%. Then we go January 12, 0% illuminated, January 12. And January 13, you can see the date here, January 13, new moon 1.1%. So according to this app, the new moon lasts a total of 3 days. So it lasts 11, 12, and 13. That is the time phase that you can celebrate the new moon. You have 3 days to celebrate it. So let's go ahead and find out where, like, new moon in Capricorn 2021. What's January 2021's new moon in Capricorn means for you? So because it's a new moon in Capricorn, it means that it's in the sign of Capricorn. The new moon will be in the sign of Capricorn. So it says it's going to make you rethink a lot in your life. The main reason, it's connected to Pluto, a planet that's all about intensity. You'll find yourself searching for something to feel strongly about, whether it's a new hobby, charitable cause, or even just a TV show. And just a heads up, you might feel a little restless until you find what you're looking for. So again, it's about searching, it's about finding, and I really do feel like it's important to search for the things within yourself that you don't want to keep or you don't want to hold on to, and find new seeds of intention for yourself, new things that you want to plant with the new moon, so that when the moon starts to illuminate again, when it starts to become a waxing gibbous. So when it starts to be a sickle of light, that means that the light is starting to shine again on the new moon, and that it's starting to grow in its capacity to be illuminated. So with that seed of intention planted during the new moon, when the light of the moon starts to shine again, it means that the intentions will start to grow with the fact that the moon is getting progressively more and more illuminated. So I think that makes a little bit of sense, right? So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down new moon, and you can grab a journal and do this with me if you want. So new moon, I'm writing down new moon, January 12, 2021 in Capricorn. So that can be your title for what you want to write in your book of shadows, or you could think of something else. And I'm writing down things to release in my book of shadows. So I wrote it here. New moon, January 12, 2021 in Capricorn, things to release. So what I really wanted to do was pull a tarot card and like talk about the tarot card and talk about how I feel like the tarot card is telling me what I need to release. But I know that not everybody uses tarot and not everybody wants to use tarot. So you don't need to make it complicated when you want to create a new moon ritual for yourself. And tomorrow I'm going to take you through the new moon ritual that I'm going to do for myself. You can make it as simple as you want to or as complicated as you want to, but really one of the main things that you can do is this first part where you write things to release. So for me, I'm going to write down, I'm going to make this personal. I'm going to like write down things that I think I want to release, and you can go ahead and follow with me. Okay. So things to release. So for me, I think I want to release anxiety. Anxiety in regards to the future. Because a lot of the times, because I'm starting to go back to work progressively, and if I'm not at work, I sometimes feel like the day is really, really long. And when I wake up in the morning, I get anxious because I don't want to be stuck in my home, feeling stuck in my home, because it's never really, I'm never really stuck in my home. But with the lockdown and the curfew here in Montreal, Quebec, it sometimes can be a long day when I'm at home and my partner's at work, and I feel like I'm constantly scrolling social media, and I kind of think at the very beginning of my day, oh great, I'm really anxious. I can feel anxious. I can feel nauseous, thinking about the fact that I want to be able to fill my day and I don't want to feel lonely. So one of the things I want to do is release anxiety in regards to the future. Another thing that I could think of that I might want to release would be expectations to be perfect. Because I think a lot of the times we see social media and we see people that we think are constantly looking perfect in their selfies or in their pictures. And for me, I know that like I don't necessarily always feel like I'm comparing myself to people on social media, but because I'm getting older and my birthday is coming up, I feel like I want to release the sense that I need to be perfect all the time, and that to just embrace myself. So for seeds to plant, I could put, I'm going to write seeds of intention. So you can write both lists at the same time if you want to write things to release and seeds of intention. Here I wrote things to release, and here I wrote seeds of intention. So for seeds of intention, I want to plant the seed of embracing myself, imperfections, and all, because nobody is perfect, right? So I think that it's important to embrace ourselves, imperfections, and all. So what other things can I release or plant seeds of intention about? So for things to release, I don't know, for seeds of intention, I want to write down, I want to cultivate a positive work environment, because I'm back to work now. So I want to cultivate a positive work environment and bring positivity to every work day. So yeah, so for things to release, I feel like there's more things to release. Sometimes it takes time to think about what it is that you appreciate about yourself and what it is that you want to let go for yourself. But just take the time to sit down, like maybe you can play some music if you feel like that helps you to relax and helps you to think. I'm not playing any music right now, but, or you could, just sit down in silence like I'm doing now. So things to release. I'm going to write fear, just fear for things to release. Sometimes I feel fearful that I'm not as responsible as I should be, or I feel like I should be farther along in my success, like better, I should be having a better success in life. So I feel like a lot of that circles around fear, and the fact that like I fear that maybe I'm not who I'm supposed to be at this moment, or I feel like I could have gone farther in my life if I had just been more responsible. But I think all that stems from fear. And so I'm gonna write fear, fear of inadequacies. And I mean, obviously it's going to be personal for you. So as you see here, I wrote things to release and seeds of intentions, and I have 3 things for things to release and 3 things for seeds of intention. So I am going to draw a tarot card after all, and I want to kind of see what the universe has to say about, you know, what I've written down so far. So universe, spirits, ancestors, guides, and you don't have to do this, okay? If you feel like you don't want to use tarot cards, it's fine. Like, it can be as simple, like I said, as writing down things to release and seeds of intention. That's the main thing. But I just kind of love my tarot cards, and oh, I got 2 cards, and I want to include my tarot cards in my practice tonight. So we have Justice, card number 11, and card number 14, Temperance. So what I read from these cards is that the way I've balanced myself in the balance, the way I've looked at myself, is a balanced light. So I feel like the universe is telling me, sorry, it's the light is dark on my face, but I feel like the universe is telling me that in regards to the things that I need to release, and the 3 things that I need to release, and the 3 seeds of intention that I want to plant, the universe is saying that I have weighed myself in the balance in a just light. And with Temperance, I feel like the universe is saying you are balanced in judging yourself, and you are being patient with yourself, and you're being gentle with yourself, and you're looking at yourself through a gentle lens, through a loving lens, not through a hateful lens. And you're just being fair with yourself. You are softening the blow of reality by being realistic with yourself. I feel like that's what the universe is saying. The universe is saying you're being just with yourself. You've weighed yourself in the balance in a correct light, and Temperance. So these are 2 major arcana cards. So it's interesting how these both fell out, and how I really do feel like, you know, they apply to this reading. And if I look at the Justice card as far as things to release goes, I think that the Justice card is saying that as far as what I need to release, anxiety, expectations to be perfect, fear of inadequacy, excuse me, the Justice card is saying those things are just things that you need to release, and it's okay to want to release them because you're doing so in a truthful light. And if I look at the Temperance card for seeds of intention, embracing myself, imperfections and all, cultivating a positive work environment, bringing positivity to every work day, I feel like the Temperance card is talking about those things and saying, yes, those are all things that you can bring to the work environment, and you don't have to be hard on yourself if you can't always do that. Just remember that those are the seeds of intentions that are planted, and with time they will grow. So that's all I have for tonight. Tomorrow is January 12th, like I said, for the new moon in Capricorn. And I will take you to what else I'm going to do for my new moon ritual. And you can do this new moon ritual, the things to release and seeds of intention. Tomorrow we're going to do a bath, and I'm going to go to my altar, and we'll do a couple things at my altar. Remember that if you just want to do the things to release and the seeds of intention, that's enough. Just writing it down and making it concrete for yourself, so that if you want to look over those things a month from now, when the new moon is back again, you can see how far you've come. So it's a really good practice because it helps you to celebrate the phase of the moon when it's dark or when it's new. And it also allows you to take into account yourself and to see how you can make a vision for the future for yourself by planting the right seeds and by letting go of the things that are no longer serving you. So I'll see you tomorrow when it's the new moon in Capricorn ritual day. But tonight I just wanted to tell you that you can do that little bit for yourself on a daily basis, not on a daily basis, but on a monthly basis, where you release what no longer serves you, things to release, and plant seeds of intention. And you can make the list as long or as short as you want it to be. You can take as long or as little amount of time that you want to think through it. You can make it, you can involve tarot cards, you can involve any kind of medium you want. You can look things up on the internet to see what the Capricorn moon means. We looked it up briefly. But the Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's also important to honor your body, you know, with the Capricorn new moon. And so that's why I'm going to honor my body by allowing myself to take a nice bath tomorrow. Don't worry, it will be PG rated. But you're going to see this as a constant video. But for now, this is January 11th, and tomorrow, January 12th, when you see this video, for tomorrow, you'll see how I go about honoring the new moon. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, so as I said, today is January 12, 2021, so it's the new moon in Capricorn today, and we're going to do our bath and our ritual. So I have these loose leaf tea filters. And you can just use a metal tea filter if you have one, or some sort of cotton cloth. These loose leaf tea filters look like this. So they're basically the type of filter that you would put a loose tea in and tie up and allow it to soak in the hot water. But we're going to do some intention with some herbs. So I have a box of herbs that I keep, some salt and anise stars and all that kind of stuff. So let me just say that, you know, you don't have to look up. You can go to your kitchen and you can take out bay leaves or rosemary or turmeric if you have it. And the way I set intentions to my herbs is I don't need to look all the herbs up. I just look at the color of the herbs. So this is like a light green herb, and I can't remember what kind of herb it is, but I'm going to put some of that in for growth and abundance into my tea bag here. So I'm going to put some of that in there for growth and abundance because it's green. So it reminds me of growth and abundance. I have some anise star seeds. So for me, just think about what does the spice make you think about. So for me, the anise star makes me think about magic and hope, because the star card in the tarot represents hope. So for me, I'm going to put a star anise in for magic and hope. So that's the anise seeds. I have a little bit of rose petal here. So I'm going to put a little bit of rose petal into my loose leaf tea filter to represent love and self-love, self-care, and love for others. Cinnamon, I know that cinnamon, the effects of cinnamon on magic is that it causes the magic or the intention to be more potent. So I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon in. Wow, that was a lot of cinnamon, but anyway, that's going to go in there. And I have some of this yellow flower. I don't know what the flower is, but I bought it from an herb shop and I can't remember what it is. So for me, yellow symbolizes joy and happiness. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there too to symbolize joy and happiness. You don't have to put a lot. Like if you don't have a lot, you don't have to put a lot. So that's going to symbolize joy and happiness. What else do I have in here? So like I said, if you go in your kitchen and you see what you have, I have some bay leaves, which are good for luck and also for money. So I'm going to take a couple of bay leaves and put them into my loose leaf tea filter. And if you want to write something on the bay leaf, you can as well. So that's all going to go into my loose leaf tea filter. And I'm going to close it up like that. And I do a little bit of a knot on it as well, just to kind of make sure that it doesn't open up and seep out into the bathtub. So this is going to bring luck, abundance, joy, magic, prosperity, what else? Hope. It's gonna be infused into the bath for the new moon. When I run the water, I'm gonna put this into the bath as the water is running, so that all those amazing qualities of the herbs will go into the water that I'm soaking in. And I know that not everybody has a nice bathtub, or not everybody has a bathtub. So if you want to take this and put it into a pot and boil the water in the pot, and then let the water cool down a little bit so that you can take a shower and just pour the water with a cup or something on your body. You can also do that if you don't have a bathtub. So I'm going to put all my herbs back into my box. And so that is me setting intentions to, that's me setting my intentions to bring in, if you can try to remember what the herbs are, like by what they look like, and try to remember what kind of characteristic you associated with the color, like let's say with the color of the herb. So rose petals was love, the yellow flower was joy and happiness, the anise star seed was magic and hope, the green seeds were abundance and growth, the bay leaves were luck and money, the cinnamon was magic and potency, like to power the intention of the rest of the herbs. So I don't know what other spices I put in right now, but so that's all going into this little tea leaf bag, tea bag, where you would usually put your tea in here and soak it in the water with the little tag on the side. So I'm going to take you with me as I prepare my bath for the new moon in Capricorn ritual. So I've prepared my bath. You can see the tea bag with the herbs in it that are for different characteristics to be added to my life. And I have my incense burning in the corner over there. And I have my 2 candles here. And I have my bath rock, which is a rock that I just found outside on the ground, and I consider it my bath rock. I bring it in the bathtub with me, and I hold it in the bathtub sometimes when I'm meditating. So yeah, I have my incense there, I have my 2 candles, and I have this black candle. It's in an old candle holder. It's a black chime candle, and I stuck it to the bottom of there, and I'm going to light it with the intention of setting my intentions to release certain things that don't serve me, and to plant the seeds of intention for things that do benefit me. So I'm going to light that candle, and I'm going to let it burn while I'm taking my bath. So when you do your new moon bath or shower, do try to make it an enjoyable and even romantic, or a very serious but also fun situation. Remember that you're celebrating the new moon, and certain things that you don't want in your life anymore, that you want to let go of. Remember to bring your book of shadows, or your notebook that you wrote your intentions that you want to plant with the seeds that you're planting for your intentions. And remember to also talk about the things that you want to release. So I'm just gonna zoom in here so you don't see me getting into the bath. Sorry. Okay. The candle's making an interesting sound. So this is going to take take me to the end of the ritual because I'm going to sit in the bath for a while by myself and just enjoy the warmth of the water and enjoy the quietness of the new moon in the sky tonight, the dark moon as well, you can call it. So for my new moon, January 12, 2021 in Capricorn, I wrote the things that I want to release. Anxiety in regards to the future, expectations to be perfect, fear of inadequacy, and the seeds of intention that I want to plant are embracing myself, imperfections and all, cultivating a positive work environment, bringing positivity to every work day. So I'm going to let the chime candle burn down later on in a safe place, the black chime candle right here. And I'm going to hold on to my bath rock as I ground myself in the tub. I'm going to think about the things that I want to release and things that I want to see cultivated in my life as I sit here in the bath. And you're welcome to bring some singing bowl music from Spotify or some sort of music that you like, whether it be meditation music or music or no music at all, whatever you feel like you want to experience while you're taking your new moon bath. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this new moon ritual video. I hope that you can use some of these ideas for the future new moons or dark moons that come about every month. Remember that you can do this every month, or you can do it whenever you feel like you want to do it during the month that the dark moon is in the sky or the new moon is in the sky. And it happens once every month. So if you missed it this month, don't worry, you can do it next month. So remember to like this video if you did. Comment down below if you want to say something. I'll be happy to get back to you. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Usually I do tarot readings, so this is just an exception. But you can subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you feel like you want to be updated as to when I upload new videos. So I will see you in my next video. And until next time, blessed be.